Hello Star Wars fans and Star Wars friends around the world, and welcome to another video. Right guys, we are days now from the cinematic release of Star Wars The Last Jedi at cinemas around the world, and it's an incredibly exciting time. I'm getting goosebumps, I have goosebumps right now. My goosebumps have goosebumps. I'm just incredibly excited about this event, and it is an event, isn't it? It's one of those massive things that as collectively, us as Star Wars fans can get together and enjoy this globally. And these sort of events, I know Disney are releasing a new movie every year for the next decade. Wah, yes. But these events don't happen that often, apart from every year. So yearly we kind of get this now. We went so long for the dark times, where we went so very long without anything Star Wars. And now we've gone from famine to feast. But before or after the dark times and before the current sort of the Disney sort of regeneration and rejuvenation, we had the prequels, and I love the prequels. I absolutely love the prequels. Now, you guys in the US, you got episode 1, Phantom Menace, in a couple of weeks before we did here in the UK. So I and a whole load of other UK fans flew out to the US to see it on the first day of release, the minute past midnight showing. I did that. I went there all by myself. Oh, poor old me. No friends to travel with. But I met up with a load of US fans who treated me like family. An absolutely fantastic time. But while I was over there, I did pick up, as you see on the right hand side of the screen here, some of the US Phantom Menace bottles and cans. Now, I had to transport these back to the UK, so obviously I had to drink the 12 packs of Mountain Dew and Pepsi 1, but I just had to get that packaging back, because one of my great loves about Star Wars collecting is the beverage packaging, the food packaging. That's a massive part of my passion for Star Wars collecting. And now the rest of everything from kind of centre left is what we had on offer in the UK. Now, I've got multiples of these stashed away, and everything's empty and everything's been very well preserved. There's no nasty rust creeping into the cans, but I'm going to give you a very quick tour of what I managed to acquire in the US and then what we had to offer in the UK. So in the US, you guys had fantastic, you had the mug root beer bottles. Oh look, with Sebulba on. How cool is that? I'm going to leave that over there now. And there is Slice, which is an orange soda that had Jar Jar Binks, the Gungan Outcast. Then you had our very own Hugh Corshi, and he was Captain Panaka, or Panaka. Panaka, I think most people say. And that was on Wild Cherry Pepsi. That's very cool. And then you had Darth Maul. That's really our very own Darth Maul, Ray Park, on Mountain Dew. And there's another Mountain Dew bottle there. That's the same, that one. Then you had Jake Lloyd on there as Anakin Skywalker, son of Shmi, slave to Watto. So there you go. And then you had, there's 2 more duplicates there. Then you had you had a whole load of packs that I only managed to pick up these ones, and absolutely fantastic packaging. And all the cans are empty, and inside, I know I didn't get the golden can, unfortunately. And then you had C-3PO. And then onto the UK side of things, we had the Pepsi Max. I'll show you the cans in the smaller packs so they're easier to get to, because the cans are all inside these. So at the back of the Pepsi Max pack there was Jar Jar Binks, and at the front R2. And then there was the 7-Up Light. On the front of the pack you had C3PO, and on the cans you had Yoda on this pack. On the rear there's Yoda. And then there was the regular 7-Up. There's Yoda again, Yoda on the back. Now we had an offer over here in the UK for a C3PO and a clock, which annoyingly I can't find, but again I do have a couple of. And then there's the 6-pack of Pepsi Max with R2 on the front, and R2 in the can, and Jar Jar Binks, and then Jar Jar Binks on the other side there. You can pause this and read the details of the offer. Then on the regular Pepsi 6-pack, Darth Maul. On the cans there's Qui-Gon Jinn and Anakin. Same on the other end there. And then there's the Diet Pepsi. On the front of the pack, Ben Kenobi, and there's Ben and Queen Amidala on the cans there, and then Queen Amidala on the rear. And then finally, wind up with the bottles. These are our bottles. So there's the Pepsi Max with R2. The regular 7-Up with Yoda. There's a Pepsi Max with Jar Jar Binks. And another 7-Up with Yoda. Larger 2-litre bottles. That's Pepsi Max, and there's Jar Jar Binks. And then on this Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Pepsi Light, there's Yoda. And there's the 2-litre version for R2 on the Pepsi Max. So actually, let's have a look at the back of the pack for that's Queen Amidala on the back there. I don't think I showed you the back of that pack, did I? So there you go, guys. That's not all of my collection of this range, but it's most of it. I'm missing a few bits, which annoyingly I can't find at the moment. But there you go, it's most of it. But I was feeling very nostalgic, going through my collection room and then sorting out some bits, and I thought I'll share these with you guys because I've not done them before, and it's the build up to The Last Jedi being released, and I thought it'd be cool to get this on and have a bit of an episode 1 flashback. So there you go, guys, that's it for now. Do check out my links down below. You'll find the links to my Twitter feeds and my Instagram feeds. I'm going through my collection room at the moment, so there's loads and loads of photos going on to Instagram and Twitter. Also, don't forget to click like, subscribe to my channel here at YouTube, and until next time, thanks very much for watching, and may the Force be with you. Bye for now.